Hey, happy Thursday, I believe. We're here, we're creative, and the great news is you're here to join us today as well. We've got our handy helpers as we self-isolate together. First, I'd like to welcome Josh Gresso, popping up from below.
Hello.
Busy down there?
Got the Facebook Live up as usual, keeping it interactive and keeping the comments coming, and hopefully you guys will tell us what you're up to.
This sounds good.
Read it out.
Do. And our other handy helper for today is, of course, none other than Mr. Sam Gresso.
Hello everyone, hope you're doing well today. Enjoying the sun, we've got a lovely, beautiful weather. Hopefully we'll do something fun and creative today as well.
Can't wait. We've got Ollie on the camera.
Hi guys, I'm Ollie on the camera.
Ollie on the camera, and we have some inspiration happening in our Magic Ideas box. So, of course, by now you know the score. You say the words with us, and we count to 3. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
The creation station exploration develops my imagination.
Well, my job was overtaken yesterday, but I'm back in control of the Magic Ideas box, and I'm just going to see if it's worked. It's not worked.
Whoa.
The Thursday magic hasn't worked.
Okay.
So, I'm sorry, okay, we could try one more time, or we could just stop.
I think we'll give it another go.
Another go? So,
we should give it another
we want, warm your hands up, come on. Move those arms. We're doing painter size, we're doing exercise, we're doing creator size. We're moving our creative muscles and our arms and legs. Get that wiggle on. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. The creation station exploration develops my imagination. I could feel that creative
Really
energy.
good. Really
Lots of creative energy coming from you. Let's see. Let's hear. Oh, yes. Lots of magic coming from the airways. And let's see. If you've got your Magic Ideas box, we'd love to know what's in yours. We have something quite noisy. It's not a grasshopper or a cricket
Oh, Ollie.
or a little Ollie. Maybe one day you could be in the boxes. We have. I'd love to see the pictures. When you were little, and you must do it, if you've got cardboard boxes, just sitting there for a bit and colour the inside of the walls. That's always good fun. So, we have lolly sticks, big fat lolly sticks. What else have we got, Sam?
We've got some little thinner ones that have come from the creation station. Little ones.
Oh,
All
thinner.
different colours.
Nice rainbow colours, aren't they?
And we've got natural ones as well.
Yeah. So you can mix them up. They're going all over the place today. So, they don't...
Clearing that up later.
We didn't do that with the marbling ink yesterday, you'll notice.
Some pipe cleaners.
Ah,
Awesome.
Or
Nice.
any other types of wire.
yeah, wire, pipe cleaners, all good. So, what can we do with some lolly sticks? Well, one of the things we're very passionate about at the Creation Station is making sure it's your ideas, not as leaders telling you what to do. We'll give you some tips and ideas. And one of the things I've been speaking to people about is, how do I nurture my child's creativity? And here's a brilliant tip to try at home. Give your child a couple of challenges, a couple of products, and say, what could you do with those? Maybe, depending on the age of your child, you might say, what could you do with those items in 10 minutes? So we're going to try that now and see if it works. I'm going to test it, live testing with, not really children, with the lads. So, Sam, I'm going to give you 3 products. We're going to see what you can make in a few minutes with a limited range of products. So, I'm going to give you some lolly sticks. That's a given. We have some noodle doodles, that magic maze. We've got some of that.
Where is that?
That is magically appeared.
Brilliant.
And
Cool.
I don't know, some pipe cleaners.
That sounds good.
Okay, so that's going to be Sam's. We've limited the range of products that he's got. Do you want some double-sided tape?
Might be helpful.
I think it's useful when you do this is to make sure people have got the ways to attach fasteners, or not fascinators, which are hats, but ways to attach items. So we'll just see what Sam does actually. So tell me more, Sam.
So I've got some maize here, which is really good stuff. It's recycled products that have come initially from maize and unused packaging material. They've been dyed and they work really well for building 3D models, as I'll demonstrate here with my. Where did you put the water?
So we've got some. The cool thing with this maize is it sticks together without glue, which we quite like.
So I'm just going to pour a bit of water onto some paper towel, and that kind of dampens it and gives me a nice hygienic way to wet the maize. And then all you have to do, you can wet one part, get them a bit wet, and you can just stick them together and they'll hold pretty firmly together, and you can build up your structure like that.
It's nice seeing these comments here.
Sounds good.
Hello to Melanie Decker, nice having you here. Karen Lane loves noodle doodles, but Tracy Roberts has just said, never use them, how do they work? Hope Sam's explained there, but you're missing out if you
You are
haven't.
missing out, they are a lot of fun.
Definitely
They are a lot
missing
of
out.
fun.
So you can use them for, as Sam said, 3D modelling, which he's demonstrating. I'm so glad that lid didn't fall off when I actually poured the water out. That would have been entertaining. But you can also use them to stick on just paper. So I'm sure we have a piece of paper somewhere. So you can literally just stick them on and they don't fall off. They're also very nice to cut. You can cover somebody's, you can create a beard on some people.
Yeah.
We don't recommend that you do that on yourself, on teenagers who are up for a bit of a laugh. But yeah, you can. If you eat them, they aren't really edible. But
Or
they're
tasty.
or very tasty. They do feel a little bit like Wotsits. The other thing you can do with them is, do you want to have a go at threading?
Yeah.
They're very satisfying to thread onto
That wasn't very good.
wires. It's good for hand and eye coordination to practice, no matter what age you are. So I'm going to follow, well, I don't know what Sam's going to do, but I'm going to have a go at, I'm limiting what I'm doing with the materials. I've literally just got a lolly stick, and I'm going to colour, add some things onto the lolly stick. You don't need a lot of water. And another thing you can do with these, which is quite nice, is they are very nice to cut.
Ooh,
So we have some scissors nearby.
Probably
Yeah.
a toolbox.
Probably in the, where's my little metal tin?
In the metal tin.
Right, the little metal tin is somewhere very safe.
Karen Lane said she used noodle doodles, I think, as the hair in her GWR self-portrait. Getting Faye Garner has just asked, what are they called? I think she's talking about the noodle doodles there.
Yeah, we call them noodle doodles, called magic or magic maze. We get them in massive bags, and yeah, you literally just stick them together with water. You can get them on our shop, and I'm just going to hide for a minute while I look for my tin,
What are you
It's
looking
in
for?
there.
Tin.
It's in the toolbox.
my tin of tools.
What's in here? Yeah, it's Sam. I put it in.
Yeah,
What tool?
so my little metal tin I use.
Oh no, I took it.
Ah, very good, Josh. We tidied it away. So I've got some. We like to use our recycling bits and pieces. Have we got any on our shop?
What, maize?
Yeah.
Oh, we've got loads of maize. Loads and loads of it.
Did you see that? Not only can you
Wow.
cut them, but you can play shooting games and go. Not that we recommend, obviously, any shooting games, but they can pop into. You could create a little container. In fact, we could see. Do you mind picking up the Magic Ideas box, Josh? Let's see if I can get any into. Now, this could be a new Guinness World Record.
Oh, nearly.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
How many you can cut into. Nice.
That's terrible.
That was the last one. So this is my last one. But not only can you have little pop games, that's quite good to do with straws as well. It used to work really well with plastic straws. I don't know if it works with paper straws. Let's test it.
Whoa.
Oh, they fly even further.
That was a good one.
There will be a reason why they fly further. Does anybody know? What I like about doing creative stuff is you can just make stuff up as you go along.
Oh,
Obviously, Josh is, but that's a nice little activity to play with. And I know I've digressed from lolly sticks, but this is quite good. Once you've cut your straws, there's a really cool thing you can do with all of the bits that have landed on the floor or in your target box, you can then get a pipe cleaner. May I have the bits I've cut up? Very good catching, Josh, or maybe it was my target practice. You can then just start to thread them onto a pipe cleaner,
Ooh,
which
lovely.
again is quite satisfying and quite tricky from a distance. Very good for hand and eye coordination, and you can create some really pretty effects. And obviously you can turn those into, I don't know, what could you turn them into?
Necklaces, bracelets,
Bracelets, yeah.
stuff to hang up.
Legs for an Easter bunny.
Legs for Easter Bunny. I quite like making bookmarks. So simple pipe cleaner, thread the end through the button, and as long as it's the length of the pipe cleaner is longer than the page of your book, you can slide it in and the buttons keep it in place. You can do it with or without the straws on it, but again, it's actually just a really pretty little present to give to somebody. Really easy to make, and of course you can make button bracelets, and you can just totally go off track and not talk about lollipops at all. But a really handy little bookmark present, something to use from leftover bits and pieces. So how are you getting on with your lollipop creation, Sam?
Slowly. It's taking a bit of time.
Yeah, can you show everyone what you've been doing so far?
I think I'm going to try and build a little sailing boat. So I've got 2 holes here, and I've stuck some chopped in half lollipop sticks there. I'm going to attach these up, and then hopefully put a sail on, maybe?
That sounds nice. When you say 2 holes, did you mean 2 holes or
Holes.
2 holes?
Hulls. H-U-L-L.
Holes.
Hulls. And hopefully, because I put the noodle doodles inside, it should float on some water.
Could do. Or what happens when the maize gets really wet?
It might just disintegrate.
It might just disintegrate.
Maybe you can float on land.
Yeah. Put a little jetpack on
That's
it.
right. Yeah.
But it is by learning, it's by doing that we learn these things. So I've stuck some noodle doodles just straight onto a pipe cleaner because the noodle doodles stick without any glue, which is really cool. And I'm going to use some pipe cleaners to make some little funky legs. I'm going to thread them all the way through. And as we were saying earlier, when you're inspiring your children to be creative, you don't need to give them all of the answers. You can just give them the opportunity with a few limited materials to come up with their ideas. And if you've got older children, you can ask them to research their ideas. So it's a great way. I mean, my boys, 2 of my lads are at uni, and self-studying. What does self-studying involve, Sam?
A lot of coffee.
Yeah.
A lot of discipline as well, and being able to go out and be quite decisive and independent, making your own decisions, and keeping yourself motivated as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Not quite sure what you're looking for, but
I don't know either, I just asked you a question. But really about, I think being interested in subjects.
definitely.
So developing your, researching, you're working independently, helping your children learn about a subject. So it could be that one of your children are particularly into unicorns, who isn't? It could be, or into dinosaurs. So they could start researching how to make a unicorn frame out of lolly sticks. There are loads of resources online, but what it shows is your child is using their own initiative, coming up with their own ideas, and creating that end product that is all of their own making.
We've got a question here, Mum.
Yeah.
It said from Ros Barnett, and well, it's been said is. Hi, Ros. Sorry. Do you have any packs for 1-year-olds that include safe art supplies?
Oh, we do have a pack for under 4-year-olds, which with supervision would work really well. I remember, Ros, when I had my little ones, they were painting by about 3-4 months. It was a bit, I think that's one of the reasons why I set up Creation Station 18 years ago, is because it seemed like better to go out of the house than necessarily doing it in the house. But what I've learned is if you put some newspaper down, make sure the space is clear, and young babies definitely can get the benefit of doing creative stuff. So we have things like these easy painters, which with supervision, obviously you make sure you take the lid off. One of the things with an under 18-month-old, everything is going to go in the mouth. So just make sure that you've washed and sterilised any paintbrushes or anything that you're using. We have something called chubby paintbrushes, which are the yellow-handled ones there. So again, really handy, because if it does go in the mouth, it can't go too far. Obviously, make sure that you can sanitise them by putting them in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
And really good for hand and eye coordination. So if you look at our under 4-year-old pack, that would work really well for you. And it's great to hear that you're looking to do creative stuff with your little one.
Yeah.
Because these guys all did it, and look how creative they are. But you are very good at problem solving, not saying that you're not, but problem solving. So you're particularly good at maths. Ollie's just good at being brilliant.
Guilty.
Guilty charge. Because to me, arts and crafts, being creative is not necessarily just about making a beautiful product. I'd love to hear what you think. Why do you think creativity is so important for all of us, but particularly for children's early years development? At any age, I'm quite enjoying my wiggly-legged.
Very cool.
My wiggly-legged. I don't know what you call it.
Caterpillar?
Whatever you want to call it.
I'll call it a Duncan. There you go. I'll call it my little Duncan. If you're watching, Duncan, hello. But yeah, I'd love to hear what. In fact, there's a new study happening. It's called something 25. I'll share it on our Facebook group, and it's about looking at the benefits of creativity in very young babies, and just people are going to track. It's to do with Leicester University, and they're going to track how children develop over 25 years who are involved in creative activities. And I know from my own experience with these 3 lads is their ability to problem solve, overcome challenges. And I tell you what, we need that more than anything at the moment, don't we? Because we have to do things differently and cope in such a different way.
So we've got a couple more comments here. First one's from Hayley. Hi Hayley.
Hey.
She thinks creativity can help with self-confidence.
That is a great one.
That is a good one.
Yeah, definitely. Good shout, Hayley.
Creation Station in Yarm says, looks great, Sarah.
Thanks.
And
You can't beat a bit of praise, can you? Thank you very much.
Roz has said again, thank you very much. Can we pop the link on here?
Brilliant.
If we
can do afterwards.
We can do afterwards.
We'll post this video on our Facebook page with the link attached at the top. You can just go take a scroll through the shop. There's loads and loads of stuff on there.
Yeah.
For all different ages as well.
Yeah. So we have some food. Yes. I haven't even noticed what you've been doing, Josh. Tell me, what have you been making?
So I've been trying to make a little Creation Station superstar, or a little superhero.
Do you want to hold it right up?
Right.
Nice.
It's just started really, just giving a little cape, little arms, little
It's
badge in the
cool.
middle. But yeah, what is your favourite superhero or favourite superhero traits?
Superhero traits. What are your superhero? I could tell you what your superhero traits are, Josh, but would you like to share what you think yours are?
Oh, and there you go. Quickly, Roz has just Auntie Fran has managed to put in the link there for that pack. So I hope you can get onto that, Roz. My superhero traits. If I could have any, I'd like to be able to teleport. So, because I'm always late, it seems. I don't always be late. Yeah.
Are you?
I don't know.
Because Sam sleeps in.
What is
Let's be
that?
able to get up on time.
Yeah.
That'd be a good power.
I was waking up like 20 times.
That sounds amazing. Yeah. I would like to. Well, my mum always said I was the sunshine in her life. So I'd like to bring sunshine and brightness into other people's lives. But apart from that, I'd also like to be able to eat and drink as much as I like without it affecting my waistband. Personally, that would be a really cool superpower, as well as the brightening people's lives.
Ollie, what about you?
Yeah.
I'd love to be 6 inches taller. Just in case Josh catches up.
Yes.
It's a good superpower.
It's interesting. At what age do you start to be that competitive with your siblings?
think every
Is
age.
it the day that you're born? I don't know. I guess do you never want to have the biggest feet size? Do you? You know, it's height, isn't it? You never. I remember one day, one of the kids. Hope you don't mind sharing this, boys. But I can't remember who it was. But somebody was like complaining that their shoes didn't fit them. Could have been Josh. And I think Ollie had taken his shoes to school.
Yeah, it was. I remember that day.
I remember.
Yeah.
I was like,
Let's not dig up skeletons.
Sorry.
Leave it in the past.
Yes.
But what?
We'll keep it private. I think you'd taken the wrong shoes.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yes.
I
Bless.
like the eyes.
Yeah, I'm working on this.
Very cool.
That's great. Oh, Sam, look at yours.
There you go. I think I'm pretty much done.
Tell
Hold
us
them
more.
up.
So I've made my sailing boat.
I like it.
Don't
What-
know how effective it would be.
What are the curvy bits?
Oh, for carrying it around.
Oh, so sailing with handbag.
Obviously. What else would it be for?
A sailing with handbag.
Yeah. You know, when you want to go sailing on the go,
Nice.
bring it with you wherever you want.
That's a really handy tip.
Sure.
I'm sure it'll go down in history. I have added my weird eye things onto the end of my my
Duncan.
little Duncan pet. If we had any clothes pegs, and you may well have some at home, what's quite nice to do is you can put a clothes peg onto the back with double-sided tape and turn it into a very fetching hair piece if you wanted to.
Ooh.
Yes.
You never guess what? Vicky Whitwell's actually said Chloe has made a hair accessory just before he said that.
Ah.
Nice.
Wow.
And while I'm here, Kirsty Hickson is back online and saying hi. Hi, Kirsty. Lovely having you as usual. Hayley's saying loving the carry handles from Sam.
Yes.
Thank you very much,
Tracy
Hayley.
Roberts is saying handbag sailing boat. Love it.
That's creativity, isn't it?
Essential.
Jen Elferson is saying love a portable sailing boat.
Getting a lot of love on
Very
this
nice.
boat.
Get
Might
the
start
lot
mass
of-
producing it if anyone's interested.
Yes, absolutely. And your degree project at the moment is making a sailing boat, isn't it?
Yes.
Maybe don't show that one to your lecturer, or maybe you should.
Are you going to put handles on your degree boat?
I might now, seeing how much of a hit it's been.
Yeah. So why not? So I've obviously made me a little character dude. If you've got, as I said, a clothes peg, you can turn it into a badge, or then you can peg it onto other people's clothes without them knowing, and really surprise them. The maize, if you leave it outside, when it gets wet, it will disintegrate, which is not the end of the world, but just don't worry if it does happen. I remember once, I think at Auntie Fran's wedding, we made a big hat out of the noodle doodles and a beard. It was a very good wedding, and we brought all of the activities for the kids and adults to do. So just before we go, I'm just going to show you another quick activity going back to pipe cleaners, because we have got a bit distracted with the noodle doodles. Not the pipe cleaners, the lolly sticks. So I've got an old tin that I tend to put my pencils and pens in. So I've just got some double-sided tape, my nice easy lift double-sided tape. If you haven't got double-sided tape, honestly, I'd just get some because it is so handy for craft projects. And all I'm going to do is take some lolly sticks, and if I had a bit more time, I'd maybe put a bit more double-sided tape on. And then I'm just going to put the lolly sticks, making sure I don't overlap across the bottom, because then it won't sit down properly. And I'm just going to put a mixture of kind of rainbow lolly sticks
Oh, nice.
on. I
Nice.
think it kind of works. And then I can just go right round. Obviously, the more double-sided tape I put on, the better. But just to secure it at the end, I can put some ribbon and just really decorate my little pen pot. No particular order, but definitely kind of rainbow effect. Should be quite nice. Yeah,
Yeah, I think my little guy's finished as well.
let's see.
Tried giving them some hair with just cutting a hole in one of the noodle doodles and sticking it on top of the pipe, on top of the lollipop stick, and then pipe cleaner through there, and now it can fly away.
Let's have a look.
Wow.
Nice. Towards you. I went through the pot of pens. So just to recap, if you want to have, extend your child's creativity and spark their curiosity, limit the products that you give them, and give them either a time limit or an opportunity to research and come up with their own ideas. Because as they take an idea from their head and they make it themselves and they have it in their hand, that is an incredible process from thought to actually completion. Who'd have thought you could create a carry around sailing boat with handles? You know, it's incredible.
And
Or
quick,
a plane.
Plane.
Doesn't quite fly.
and quickly, Debbie Kersley has just put in the link to the creative program you're talking about there, the study.
Well done.
So thank you very much, Debbie.
Thanks,
That's
Debbie.
amazing.
Yeah, interesting.
Tracy Prescott's with Elizabeth. He says hi. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hello.
Auntie Fran has said she's going to do this technique along her whole garden fence. I'm sure Tracy will love that, doing that with you.
Yeah. Cool.
Perfect.
So we have almost finished today. Don't forget, we are running a competition to show our appreciation to all the NHS workers and the key workers as well. Really encouraging us, let's stay home, let's get creative. The collage we're creating is a nice thank you, which we showed you yesterday, which we have hidden over there somewhere. So have a go at collaging your thank you. We will be dedicating tomorrow to a Guinness World Record Championship attempt for doing collages, so you are officially amazing. Tomorrow is actually going to be our last Facebook Live for a while.
Really?
Yeah, because, well, the good news, I know, but the good news is we're going to be bringing our Creation Station classes online to you right across the country. So we've got Marvellous Me, all about your amazing self, and that's linked to arts and to STEM, and we'll explain that through the programme. So that's a great programme for little explorers, generally for under fives, but you can join in if you want, if you're a bit older.
Yes.
Brilliant.
We've also got our Create Club going online next week, and that programme is called Around the World. And the activities in there are so exciting. Caribbean carnivals and all sorts of great fun for you to do at home. And you might ask, how are you going to do it at home if you haven't got the products? Well, the Creative Hub team and all of our franchise owners across the UK have been working together, and our warehouse team. When you book a class online, you get the products magically sent to you safely. So we've put together a special program. We've put together a special craft pack. So when you book the class, you will get the products delivered to you. So you can join in and be interactive and learn and get creative at the same time. So we're looking forward to that. We've obviously enjoyed our live, and we're going to be here tomorrow. Make sure you're here too, because it's going to be an extra special one. We're not quite sure why, but we will make sure it will be. But it will be. We have 24 hours. Thank you for watching. Keep safe, stay at home, look after yourselves. Bye-bye.
Bye.